So the Bob Uecker mural, it's coming along so beautifully. How are you feeling about it?
I'm feeling great. You know, it's like my 14th day working straight, and you know, I'm not getting burnout, but I'm definitely feeling, you know, I'm in the thick of, you know, the entire project, and it's probably the most difficult right now just because of the artwork and how it needs to be and how it just needs to be, you know, the best possible, you know, rendering of, you know, of his portrait.
Yeah, so I see his face is starting to take shape. How do you do his face?
Yeah, so, you know, I split it up into a grid, and I work by 6 feet by 3 feet tiles, and I just take each section at a time. And even further, I'll even go and just take each color at a time and just kind of break it down and just kind of really blend everything in with the aerosol cans.
Yeah, and then I see that you do have it kind of like sketched out, and then is it a matter of just kind of filling in your sketch, or how does that work?
Yeah, I mean, I have the outline there, and it just guides me of where color needs to be. And, you know, I just kind of trust the grid and I trust the outlines to ultimately just kind of really make it look the way it needs to look.
Yeah. Are you happy with the way it's turning out so far?
Absolutely. I'm so excited about it. Every time I come down, I get really excited looking at it from afar and just like getting my first impression of it, you know, just kind of being greeted for the first time, you know, and it's a real special moment.
Yeah. So you're 38, you said?
37.
37.
37
Sorry,
and a half.
age.
It's okay.
So you're 37 years old. You have many beautiful murals to your name, including the Giannis mural. Where does this compare?
You know, this is probably going to sit at the top. You know, it's the biggest, it's going to be the hardest, it's the most difficult. So I think after it's all said and done, I think it's going to be sitting at the top. It's going to be a career highlight for sure.
Yeah, so why is this one of the most difficult? What makes it so difficult?
Sure, I think one of the things is just the sheer height, like how high I need to work. And you know, it's a front portrait. I've never really painted like a full front portrait this size. And so I'm just kind of learning a lot of new things as I'm going. But that alone in itself is just, you know, the heights, you know, the front portrait, because, you know, people can tell if it's off right away. But my goal is to just make it really recognizable as soon as you glance at it. I put my own little tables here to just kind of help me get the colors that I need. And, you know, you pretty much have all the entire spectrum of all the browns, all the flesh tones. And then I have my cooler right here where I kind of keep the paint nice and cool so it doesn't get too hot.
The cooler is where?
Right here. I just kind of throw some ice in there and just make sure the cans are nice and cool for me to spray.
And then you said how high are you up at the peak? 100 feet?
I'm 100 feet up.
And safety obviously a priority?
Obviously, yeah. I have a harness that kind of latches onto this right here, and this kind of just helps me be safe. And, you know, it's pretty standard for anybody working in like aerial platforms. Just to do big sprays and small sprays, and, you know, there's a lot of different things you could manipulate the spray paint can with it.
So mostly sprays, but I see you using a brush and a roller sometimes too.
Yeah, I mean, I've used the roller to roll on the white, the background, and I use the roller to do the stadium. And then I use the roller to use the top line that you kind of see up there. And it's just easier to get the color, but when it comes to the detail, I need to use all the different colors. You know, here we have 4 different colors of pink, but they all kind of look the same, you know. But
and those are flesh tones,
kind of, yeah. I mean, like just weird, odd colors that you don't normally think about, but they're in the portraits.